Welcome, everybody, to a special edition of Let's Grow Pulling. We've got over 200 of you watching on Facebook, and who knows how many more on YouTube. It's like we got something special we got to tell you about tonight. The Pullers Championship round number one, end of the fan voting. You're going to find out who's going on to round two, which will open up tomorrow night. Brent is feverishly working away at his computer right now so that he can actually show you this stuff. Time always stuff always expands to fill the time allotted for it. Story we certainly all know too well, but we're excited to bring this to you guys and show everybody who's going to go through to round number two. We've checked with everybody. We know that these are individuals who are committed to being there if they make it through round two and actually get the invite. So very excited about that and very happy about the progress and also the engagement that we've had from competitors and fans alike. People are participating in this on a level that far outstrips what we did last year, and that's exciting for us.
Yeah, I'll go over a little bit of detail here. I need about 3 more minutes.
No worries. Take your time. Events coming up, as we say, in May. It's kind of a little bit different format for this year. We changed up some of the classes. We're trying to keep things fresh year over year and present a little bit different look each time, and we're looking to grow it. We'll see what year number 3 holds, but that'd be getting way ahead of ourselves. We want to see what year number 2 is going to look like before we can worry about any of that. As we said, though, super excited about how engaged people have been with this process and wanting to be a part of it. Amongst the competitors specifically, we appreciate your investment of time and energy into us and believing in us and what we're trying to do for you guys. So it means a lot to see that. You get online and see people saying, hey, vote for us. We want to go to this deal. We want to be a part of it. That feels good. It keeps us motivated too.
Yeah, one thing I will say,
and
too, oh, go ahead, Paul.
Oh, I was just going to say that as Charles was saying, we've had an unbelievable amount of just people we're seeing people that are sharing this all over. Some of these classes, I didn't realize there was as many tractors and trucks in those classes, but this was just an unbelievable turnout as far as the voter, everybody voting and all of that. So thank you to everyone who shared it. And it's been exciting. Hopefully we can continue this into round 2.
Yeah, so then what I was going to say is the people that did go out and kind of campaign for themselves, again, this year it showed in the voting. So for those that may not be as engaged in social media and you want to be here, maybe this is your opportunity to start becoming engaged in social media, because it definitely is helping some of those pullers out who are utilizing the social media platform too.
Yeah, I know of a few teams like where the owner or driver or whatever admitted, hey, I'm not savvy with this stuff, but they enlisted help, not from us. We're the promoters of the event. We're going to push the event. We can't push you, but they got help from somebody that they knew could do it and would do it. And so, there's always ways around it too.
Yeah, and then also for round 1 of fan voting, we did outpace last year's first round by quite a large margin. I don't know the exact numbers, but thank you to everyone that did get in there and vote. Even we know with like Shipshewana happening with the Midwest Winter Nationals, that kind of slowed some of the voting down, but it was still by far better than last year during that time. So thanks to everyone that did get up on the website and voted. We're going to need you to do it again. So are the pullers. So I guess
Brent even appreciates the one individual who tried to vote like 200 times on the same day.
I lied. It was like 700 times. I forget the exact number, but it was a lot. I took all the votes and I only gave them the number that you're allowed per day. So I only counted 13 votes or whatever it was. So I know you're doing it. Just don't do it. It makes more work for me.
Ian, that is ether getting sprayed into that tractor. I would not want to be standing there when spraying a mist of methanol into a turbocharger. We've seen how that goes years ago. There's a reason it's not allowed to be done anymore.
Yeah. Very not good.
Very not good.
So I guess what class do you guys want to start with?
Oh boy.
First person to comment, what class do you want to see?
Yeah.
We're
Do
watching.
that.
Should be easy to do. And there is like a 15-second delay in there, I think, when somebody
It's somewhere around there.
comments. Oh, Amber said
Mini.
Mini rods.
Mini was first.
Hey, everybody jumped at their phone at the exact same time.
Holy crap. Everybody's wanting to know. So we'll start with minis and then be ready. We will ask again when we get ready to do it. But you can't do it beforehand, but we'll ask on the next one too. So Brent, let's jump into minis.
All right.
And these will be in no order. This is not how the votes came in. This is just random.
Yeah.
As to who
Don't
got
infer
in.
anything. Yeah. Don't
Yep.
infer anything.
This
by
is
the
just
order.
who made the top 20.
All right. Give me just 1 second here.
You know, you would think for an IT guy, you'd be a little more on top of this, Brent.
No. Probably.
So we'll just sit here awkwardly waiting.
I was just throwing in a random picture, so a black box picture, so I could share my screen without giving things away. No.
Oh, classified information.
Yeah.
Yep.
Paul is a
Accidentally
duck.
minimize a window and give away the whole game.
No, that's why I'm only allowing this application, just the photos application. So, all right. So we're taking 20 mini odds, obviously 20 in each class. We do have 20 in every single class this year. We were able to fill them all out. So thank you to all the promoters. The other thing we have to say is if we didn't contact you, it doesn't mean that you weren't or you're not going to get an invite here or be included in the second round of voting. We just knew that if you're voting for yourself, promoting yourself, we've talked to you in person about it, that we knew that you would more than likely accept an invite. So without further ado, first one in, the Pizek brothers, Tim and Logan with Fallout. Cody Singletary with the Carolina Night Train.
And keep in mind, for the other four of us, besides Brent watching this is the first time we're finding out too.
Paul and I are the only ones that know.
Paul, that's right. Paul knows.
So Paul and I were the ones that reached out. Here we have Freak on a Leash. This is Dusty Alford out of, I think he's Kentucky, Tennessee. He's not going to have a naturally aspirated mini rod. He is converting this over. He bought a motor off of Brian McDonald, and he is going to the Grand National Mini Rods. Spending their inheritance, Mary Kell out of New York. Hurricane Haley. Is it Carrender or it's Carrender, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And this is, I believe this is the mini that they did tip or dump over at Bowling Green in the next session. But next will be Have No Mercy, Tyler Slaw. Then you have the Bankroller, Jesselyn Fagundes. Maxed Out, Jim Shaendorf. You have the Sharecropper. This one was driven by Brant Sullivan most of the summer. We don't know who would be driving it, but this is one of Robbie Fagundes' other tractors. You got Brett Berg's North American Trailer. You have Phoenix, Dylan Bunnage. It's not the Green Streak. It's going to be called something different, but this is Lindsey Campbell's new mini rod that they purchased from the Boyds. Very Little Sanity, Brian McDonald. Backdraft, Eric Harmison. Bobcat Jr., Abby Leichner. Lil Bear, Jeff Hurt. B-Bear, Jeff Hurt. Grandpa's Disaster, Brian and Jeff Guza. Show No Mercy, Bruce Law. And the last one, Tim Rea, Wicked Sensation. And I will put the list here of.
So this will be the first time that the minis have run at the track.
called that, Leroy.
So it's going to be interesting to see what we've got going on with that class there. It's Brad's a big fan of minis, and he's wanted to get them there for a while. So he's pretty excited about this class.
So there are the 20 that move on to round 2 of fan voting. Again, fan voting will start tomorrow, round 2 at 8 p.m. Central Time. So just hop on Let's Grow Pulling tomorrow, and we'll have everything going.
I think if we don't do 4-wheel drive trucks next, there's going to be an open revolt.
I tell you what, that's gonna be a fun class of minis to watch.
If we had all 20, it would be. Now trying to narrow this class down is going to be fun.
Well,
yeah,
I don't care. Take those and narrow it down. It's still gonna be a fun class to watch.
Absolutely. All right, so I guess we're doing 4-wheel drives because it seems like there's going to be a riot otherwise.
Mm-hmm. Shane Hunt says Super Farm for last. So,
all right, he's he spoke it.
There'll be a mutiny in that class.
All right. All right. 4-wheel drives. Again, 20 of them here. And I think out of all the classes, this is the class that had the most pullers voting for themselves. So there was a lot of you. I want to say there was around 160, 170 trucks on the list, and I'm pretty sure we were in the 60s for the number of pullers voting for themselves. So, all right, first one up. Got Profab geared up. Larry Peterson. Thunderstruck. Jamie Bush. The Gunpowder and Lead. Terry Hagedorn. Shock Treatment. Mr. Mick Broughton. Foster Child. That's Carmen Foster. You have the Knight Rider. This truck is coming back for 2023. It's been a while, and he campaigned for himself, and he's in the top 20. So that is Brad Hunter. Agent Orange, Tom Byers. Southern Belle, Gerald Ament, and Steve. Is it Bost or Boast?
Not sure.
It's Bost, just like Lost. It's Bost, Steve Bost.
All right. Taylor Made, Taylor Corsa. Foxy Lady, Charlie Miller. Aftershock, David Kriz. Time to Play. That is Mike Dirks, and there's another driver as well, right, Leroy?
Roger Gregg and Mike Dirks.
Yep. Got the Patriot. That is Tyler Corsa. The Punisher, Larry Jarrell. Radical, Steve Clem. Just in Time, Justin Grace. Renegade, Graham Young. The Colonel, that's the Skluzaceks out of Minnesota. Donnie Reeve. And the final drive and the last truck is Lisa Peterson Profab.
Good class of trucks there.
Yep. Both those classes are going to be tough to whittle down to the final numbers.
And that is the list.
How many are coming out of this? Is there?
There's going to be 5 that get
Four?
taken from this class.
5. So if you made that list, make sure you get out there and put it out that you want to show up, and we're going to take 5.
Yep. I will be posting these lists on the Facebook page. We're also going to put on the website. I'll work on that after this. All the pictures of all the vehicles on the website. So you can just click on the tab there and you'll be able to see all the competitors in the top 20 this year. Also, hopefully, if everything works well, there'll be pictures when you go to actually vote as well. So you don't actually have to go to the website this year. If you don't want to, when you do the voting, it should be a picture with a name. So, all right, what's our next class?
We'll wait for the first response.
Yep, I'm gonna wait for somebody. 4 1s.
Oh, I believe
Light Superstock. First Ragnar.
Light Superstock's got in there. Now there are some classes, guys, that I see some of the class names populating there and there too that they want to see the list. Some classes are promoter option classes. Like
you can go to the website and see who's already.
Go to the website; it's already there.
Yep. Other than the 85 limited pros, I haven't updated that yet. That'll get done this week. But all 10 are full. All right. Light Supers. All right. So first one we have is the Drunken Pumpkin. That is Jason and Heather Irvin. Airborne. Cole Forrester. Blue Blazes. Mike Wilhite. Ridge Runner. Lynn Mills. Adrenaline. Justin Weaver. Out in New York. Insanity, Brandon Phillips. Little Bad Alice, Bernie Potts. Alter Ego, Brian Bowles. Night Trouble 3, that is Ryan Henley and Kenneth Hale. Diggin' Fever, Esden Lane. Braden Stramick. And I don't know if they named the tractor yet, but it's the Case MX 180, formerly known as Detonator Red. Cujo Unleashed, that is Clay Haney. Evening Thunder, Kevin Essery. Jacob Fuquay in the Tennessee Tracks. Loud and Light, Brandon Larry Phillips. This one is the Monkey Mayhem Uncaged, Todd Magee. Field Sobriety, Bobby Jones. The Weapon, Mark Ulmer. Eleanor, Mark and Tyler Ulmer. And the last one is Extremely Insane, Larry Phillips.
So we can potentially have a little battle of the fuels in this class.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Strong contingent of diesel voters in there.
And that is the list.
And yes, if you're wondering, we have heard that the intention is for Diggin' Fever to be a light super again for 2023. They took the third hoop off the cage. It's getting lightened up. It'll be in there.
Yep.
Adam Wilson. Biggest diesel cheerleader out there.
Yep.
I can probably already guarantee which tractors he's voting for every round or every day.
Oh, he makes no bones about it. He tells you.
Yeah, he'll flat tell you online.
And we are taking 8 light supers, I believe it is.
Yes.
Out around.
I don't know. Did they say on the minis? We're taking 10 out of the minis, right?
Correct. Yep. 10 out of the 20.
Yep.
Adam Wilson should name his Facebook page something related to diesel, right?
That'd be a good idea for him.
Yeah.
I'm just doing 3 zeros right now.
Question here: if an 85 limited pro puller couldn't make the pull, would the promoter pick another puller? Yeah, we'll fill that class.
Yes, they will.
All right. Starting now, whoever says the next class. It's either 4-1 limited pros, pro stocks, super farms, super stock diesel trucks.
4
Four
ones.
ones.
I wonder how
You
many
guys are
people
going to have to get a little faster on the typing.
They just have it typed in, ready to hit send whenever we ask. I'm telling you.
All right. Okay. So
And how many are we taking
24
out of
ones
this
going
one?
to round 2, and we are taking, what is it, 4, I believe?
Sounds right.
4 out of the 20. First up, horseshoes and hand grenades. Michael Rozier. Bad habit. Michael Fanning. Digging deer. John Coots. Could be a different driver. We don't know. Under pressure. They are out in New Brunswick, Canada. And that is Jim Thomas. Limited edition. That's Mike Bausma. One Mean Farmer, Roger Rui. Could potentially be his first ever pass down the track as a 4-1.
Yep.
Dream On, Justin Deck. My Girlfriend Alice, Dan Kirby. Sparky's Pride, Russ Becker. 50 Shades of Green, Dylan Barnett. Dirt Digger, Heath Wright. Bad to the Bone, Patrick Payne. Cola Roller, Dusty Berry. Special Edition, Steve Bausma. All 4-1, Annabelle Bradley. Moving on, Craig Yankee. Colorblind, Sydney Summers. Just Add Dirt, Jacob Ole. Dark Horse, Kevin Engelking. And the last one is Running Red Hot, Tom Gallitz.
That's going to be interesting to see how that one plays out with only 4 spots, but usually have really good turnout voting in that class as well.
And that is the list.
I'm surprised a little bit that both the Gallus tractors weren't in there.
Well, because one already has an automatic invite.
Oh, that's right. Yep.
Yeah, I was gonna say one of them's already in because it was
Yes,
the
you're right.
2022 Polar Championship defending champ.
That's right. That's right. Thank you.
So this year too, there's a lot of pullers last year that said that they'd be unable to make it. That this year that they are able to. So it's I think one thing is parts have become a little bit easier to get. You're not waiting as on much as before. So.
Thank you very much.
All right. Starting now, next class I see, it's going. Super Farm.
Oh, there it is. Super Farm.
All right.
This was another class that there is
Had a
bunch
lot of
super
spoilers.
farms. There's a
Before the
ton of
show.
super farms in the world.
Yep. All right.
And how many are we taking out of this class?
We are taking 4 as well. So it's gonna be another tough one to be able to get in that top 4. So all right. Moving on here. First one is Lee Butts Press On. Absolutely Nuts. The Ferris Family. Hammer and Hank, Stan Warda. Wicked Whitetail, Jeremy Roberts. Crop Doctor, John Silsby. Plastic Money. And that is Jason Benser. American Chaos. And that is Keith Powell. He's out of California. This is a super farm that Josh Blackburn drives at the Midwest Winter Nationals. Cruel Intentions, Charlie Capozzo. Screaming Norwegian, with a slur of different drivers. Well, you probably just saw a few, but Binder Express. And that is Dan Schulte. Wolverine Deer, Tony Seitzma. Pure Adrenaline, same Thomas family out in New Brunswick, Canada. This would be Logan Thomas, not the sled operator Logan Thomas. 44 Special Reloaded, Kevin Vanderwert. Thumpin' Pumpkin, Shane Maston. Chasing a Dream, somebody we know is Shane Hunt. Maximum Overdrive, that is Mac Darnell. Deer Tracks, that's Russ Freeze. Redweiser, Eddie Rowe. Thunderstruck, Brad Woods. And the last one is Running Buck Wild, Andy Schwenk. And that is your top 20.
Some heavy hitters in the super farm world in there.
Yeah.
And that is the top 20 list. Again, only 4 out of these 20. So we're definitely going to add some more firepower to an already loaded super farm class.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's going to be a tough one to win.
That is for sure. This, I believe, will be the first time for the super farms that the track holds ours as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yep.
All right. So we will say go. Who's next?
It's either pro stocks or super stock. Okay.
Pro stock.
This is a good class of pro stocks.
Yes.
I'm excited for whoever comes out of here.
Yeah, this could be the most colorful class ever in the pro stock world.
Outside of just going to Bowling Green.
Yeah.
So here we are taking 8 of them. So 8 of the 20.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we'll first start out with Jack Wishmeyer, the barely getting by. We have Stress Case. This is Corey Hoyt. The T8 Tomcat, Greg Elsing. Brett Parrish, the El Nino. Russ Yoder, Extra Butter. Die Hard Deer, Travis Wildman. Money on Black, Peter Norton. Whiskey Wild, Corey Bob. Warpath, Carlton Cope. Feeling the Fire, Brandon and Ryan Coates. Bootlegger, Jason Ron. Last Chance 2, Chance McGrath out of Canada. Green with Envy, Denny Brown. Nutcase, Chris Hoyt. Trailblazer, Travis Coons. Got Straight Out of Line. Robbie Lemke, Kurt Wildman, Craig Wildman, somebody. I don't know who'd be driving. Industrial Force, Jason Ron. Radical Red, Henry Smith. Buck Eater 2, Mickey Shorter. And Youngblood, Braden Schrammick.
So if you're keeping track, I believe there is potential for 8 different colors in just the top 20.
Yep.
So there's a good chance it'll be well represented as far as your favorite color.
That is the top 20.
Sweet.
And that'll only leave us with one more class, and that's the super stock diesel trucks.
And again, seeing some of the comments on here, your mods, semis, 85 limited pros, diesel supers, those are all promoters choice classes, and we will be releasing more names about those classes in the coming weeks. Some of the guys wanted to wait until after farm show just to make sure that they were going to be okay. But as a promoter's choice class, we've got the people have verbally committed, but we want to give them time to get through farm show, or some of them might be waiting on parts before we release those names.
All right, that leaves us one class. That's the super stock diesel trucks. If anybody missed any of the classes you got in here late, whatever it is, the list will be posted on the Facebook page. We'll also have all the list on the website, like we did last year with the picture of all the vehicles. And then tomorrow at 8 p.m. Central Time, we will start round 2 of fan voting. Again, there should be pictures with them this time. I just need to make sure that the reporting is going to work.
We will be taking 7 out of this class, out of the super stock diesel trucks.
Correct. All right. So the first one is Jeremy Yeager and Pipe Dream. We got Randy Overton and the Evil Diesel.
That photo was from right before it got real evil.
Yes.
Mhm.
Misunderstood. Corey. I'm not sure how to say his last name. It's Piat. I'm not sure. Piatt.
Pyatt.
That's what I'm going with. Jumping Jack Flash. Nathan Bay. Calvin Miller running in the red. Fun fact, he has the very first aluminum or billet block Cummins. Cummins Killer 3. Craig Dickey. Maverick, Casey Morris. Sharkbait, Jesse Warren. Aiden Hodges on borrowed time. We have the Nut Job 2, formerly the Nut Job 2. This is Jaden Littman. They purchased this truck from Brian right at the end of the year. Old and Hostile, Steve Blodgett. Jonathan Waskob in the Roland Cole. Empty Pockets, Jake Slingloff. Brady Ingram and the Shy Diesel. Mike Hearn, Bad Attitude. Terry Biggs, Deadpool. Todd Custer and the Coal Mine Express. John Jenkins and the Rampage out of, I believe, Utah.
That was Idaho.
Caleb Hales, Gone Broke, I believe, also out of Utah. And the last one is JJ Brumby in the Old Nut Job. I don't know if he has a name for it yet, but this was formerly Nut Job number 1. And that is your class.
Boy, if you get into the top 10 and you get it to this event, I mean, you're not going to have any slouches in there against you. You're going to have to go against the best in all these classes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Adam, quit licking your phone. You know how to go get a bit for the drool.
So yeah, those are all the top 20 in each class for round 2 of fan voting. Like we said, each class is a little bit different on how many there's going to be. Most there are is 10, and the least amount that we're taking is 4. So,
and just to reiterate, that's due to people either being a defending champion of the event, get an automatic bid to come back, or being a top points finisher out of the various national tours last year. We extended an invitation to them back before Christmas, and they accepted. So that's why that number fluctuates.
Yep.
I think, correct me if I'm wrong, all of our defending champions are coming back from the classes we brought.
Yes, every single one did accept their invite back of the classes that we had.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's going to be a great event. Still working on planning for everything. Things are coming together pretty well. New this year, we are going to have one of the things that people talked about a lot was a taco truck. So we've got a taco truck that's going to be there. Working on ice cream. I know that was a big ask last year, but I'm going to do that. Of course, this year, John and Christy and Pro Pulling League are going to help us with the show. So we're excited to have them help us with that. And just we had some issues last year that we need to address, and they're going to help us do that. So we're glad to have them on board.
And one thing
a lot of changes.
I do want to address one thing with that. You do not need to have a PPL membership.
No,
you do not have to. We're running the rules that we want to run. We're going to run the show how we want to run it. They're just there to run the event for us. So they have the manpower to do it.
Yep. But you'll notice there's going to be some changes around there. I know last year Brad was they were under construction with one of the new buildings there. That's all done. The parking lot, we had a lot of dust issues last year. That is now all oil and chip, so there will be no dust up in the pit area or in the hot pit area. And yeah, we're still working on some stuff. Still looking for sponsors. If you know anybody that is interested in wanting to sponsor the event, we have different levels that we can discuss. So message any of us on the Facebook page or we can all be found fairly easily, and we can put you in touch with the right people. And we've got some exciting things that we're going to be announcing as we get closer to the event. And just stay tuned to the Facebook page and the website for any information regarding TPC 2023.
Yepper.
So 8:00 tomorrow night, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And again,
we're running for 2 weeks.
Yep, that'll go until February 5th at 11:59 p.m. Central Time, and then we will be unveiling the top so many that will get the invite to the Pullers Championship 2023 on February 13th on Let's Grow Pulling at 8 p.m. Central Time. So that's the week of Farm Show.
Cool.
And I will just be hoping and praying and crossing everything I have that the people that are competing at the farm show don't break.
or at least not anything that's terribly consequential.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be a major bummer, but part of it. It's part of the sport. We know
it did happen to us with, I believe, 3 vehicles last year. So it's the name of the sport.
So
cool.
Good deal. That's what we got going on. So again, this will all be posted. You're gonna post this all to the page here real quick, aren't you?
Yep. Once I get off here, I'll be working on that, and I'll be updating the website and getting the fan voting stuff ready for tomorrow, and we'll kick things off tomorrow.
Good deal. Well, congratulations to all who made the top 20, and keep pushing in this final round, and see if you can get into the show. Like I said, we had a great fan turnout on the first round. Expect the same in the second round as well. So it's gonna be fun to watch and see how this plays out.
Yeah, I'm excited. There's some good lists this year, and pretty excited to see who'll be making it.
Brad, I don't know if anybody from Beer Money is going to be at Ocala.
When is it? Is it next weekend? Is it
this weekend?
This weekend.
I know Zellwood, they're going down for.
Yeah, I'm not sure about Ocala, but I know Zellwood because it's the same weekend as Murfreesboro.
Yep. Each person on screen, favorite class to watch this year at TPC. I don't know which one will be the best one to watch. They're all going to be great.
Yeah.
I'll actually answer that one. Diesel supers and everything else is wrong.
Yeah. I don't think you can do that. That's just not a question that can be answered.
That's like asking a parent which is your favorite kid, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much.
And that on the day. I'm just saying, I'm just being real.
We
I hear you.
appreciate it.
So,
All right. Well, that's
All
it
right.
for this. Unless you guys have anything else lastly you want to touch on here.
Nope.
nope.
All right.
Stay
Did
tuned to
what
the
we came
page.
to do.
Thank you guys for tuning in tonight with us. Tomorrow night, 8 Central, 9 Eastern. Let's Go Pulling live. At this point, no idea who's going to join us as a guest. Maybe nobody. We'll see. Maybe just to surprise you with somebody. Till then,
Yep.
good night, everybody. Be safe.
All right. Thanks,
guys.
guys.
See you guys.